Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video you will be notified. All right, you guys, so we're gonna jump right into it. I actually came across a couple of things. I feel like God is like, come on now, we need you to get back into the swing of things. So I found a couple of things. First things first, we are going to talk about a possible, and I do say possible, meaning there has been no type of confirmation that I have seen. I was actually pretty shocked to see this come across my phone in the first place. But there's possible talk of a fourth stimulus, okay? This document, or this article, this article, I have not confirmed this, by the way, with any type of government official website. I just want to let you guys know that. So if anybody else is giving you any different information than what I'm giving you, please share, because sharing is caring, and I would love to hear about it. But it says, if curious about these release dates, about the release date and the notifications regarding the fourth stimulus check, this blah blah blah, we don't need to know about that. Stimulus checks are one-time payments provided to Americans initiated during the pandemic to offer financial support. 3 installments have already been issued. The first installment started in 2020 to help mitigate the pandemic's impact, followed by 2 more installments over the subsequent years, with the last one released in 2022. Now, we know everybody is suffering with the cost of the rise in inflation and all of that. It says, with rising living costs, there's a growing demand for a fourth stimulus check. Authorities are considering releasing the fourth installment in the coming months due to this demand. Now, in terms of the official status, it says currently the fourth stimulus check is not officially confirmed. And again, this article was actually published on the 25th. Today, as I'm sitting here, I believe is the 26th. You guys will most likely either get this tomorrow morning, or if I can get it uploaded to my system here, maybe a little bit sooner. But it says economic challenges like inflation and a technical recession have slowed the market for several quarters. Although a proposal for the fourth stimulus has been submitted to the council, its approval hinges on the allocation of funds for the new fiscal year. Okay, recent updates indicate that while the fourth stimulus check isn't officially confirmed, let me say that again, isn't officially confirmed. Things could have changed since the 25th, but according to this, it has not been confirmed. Some states might approve its distribution. With the new fiscal year approaching, state authorities are discussing how to distribute the stimulus in their regions. Beneficiaries can anticipate receiving the amount soon, providing relief to those still affected by C-19 variants, okay? It goes on to talk about, and you guys know I'm going to leave all of the links. That's usually in the description box. That's the first thing that you'll see is going to be information links so that you guys can go and check these articles out for yourself. But it's giving you a little overview of the stimulus checks that we already received. It says the first 3 stimulus checks were fixed at $1,400 due to rising costs. The amount for the fourth stimulus is expected to be higher, around $1,700. Discussion in the council suggests that fourth stimulus could range from $300 to $1,800 depending on state approvals. Currently, only 9 out of 14 states have approved its distribution. Citizens of these states will be notified of the disbursement date by their regional authorities. Okay. What you think? I don't think it's too bad. It doesn't look like much has changed in terms of what the qualifications are, but I'll go over it briefly for you guys. Residency, you must be a permanent resident of the good old US of A. Income limits, families' adjusted gross income should be below $150,000. For families, individuals' annual income should be below $75,000. Tax returns, all pending tax returns must be filed before the disbursement. Dependents, children under the age of 17 will receive additional support. Social Security number, required to receive the benefit amount. The number is issued during registration for SSI and SSDI benefits. Partial benefits. Individuals earning slightly above the adjusted gross income can apply for partial benefits. For every $100 above the AGI, the adjusted gross income, the benefit will be reduced by $5. It goes on to say again, the fourth stimulus check is under consideration but not officially confirmed. State authorities are discussing its distribution, with some states potentially approving it soon. Eligibility criteria focus on residency, income limits, tax returns, dependents, and having a social security number. All of the things that I just read to you guys. While the exact amount and date are still uncertain, the anticipated range is between $300 to $1,800, providing crucial financial support amid economic economic challenges. That's pretty much all for this particular article. Now, what stumps me about this is the fact that what I said, only nine states out of 14, I believe, was it 9 out of 14 that is discussing this, is considering it. I hope I'm in one of the states that's considering this. This is definitely something that's necessary. I think all states should get it regardless of what the situation is. I do know that they have to look at budget, but in my humble opinion, I think that that's a bunch of nonsense in the first place. People are struggling. That's just the reality of the situation. People are still struggling, and with the rising cost of everything, food, can you guys believe? And I want you guys to drop this down below in the comment section. Let me know. We're just talking about the basics here. The basics, like a carton of eggs. I used to be able to get a 18 count carton of extra large eggs, a 2-pack, so 36 eggs for around $4. It's costing that much now for an 18 count, but for large eggs, not even extra large. Things have drastically increased in terms of, like I said, we're just talking about the basics. We're not talking about anything shopping at Whole Foods or anything. We're talking about good old everybody needs eggs, milk, and bread. Those things have increased. I do think that they need to hurry up and jump on it. I wish that more than 9 states was going for the stimulus, but it is what it is, y'all. All right, so first batch of debit cards for SSI and SSDI arriving this week. This particular article was posted as of June the 23rd. And again, I will be leaving all of the links to all of the information that I provide to you guys down below in the description box, okay? The first batch of debit cards is set to roll out for Social Security Disability Insurance, also known as SSDI, and Supplemental Security Income SSI beneficiaries. These debit cards will enable seniors to make necessary withdrawals and manage their finances more effectively, especially during unpredictable retirement years and health concerns. Okay, the U.S. government prioritizes the welfare of its citizens as seen during the C-19 pandemic when eligible individuals received their stimulus checks. Similar efforts continue with the Social Security Administration, also known as the SSA, supporting low-income seniors, disabled individuals, and retirees through SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. Monthly Social Security income has been crucial for beneficiaries' financial independence. Okay, it says beneficiaries should frequently check the SSA official website for updates. The IRS regularly announces new measures for citizens' convenience, accessible via the official portal. However, issues like incorrect banking information often hinder seniors from receiving their Social Security amounts. The IRS must verify each application, which they consider to be a time-consuming process. If I'm being honest, everything to the government is a time-consuming process. They have a hard enough time just trying to get our taxes out the door effectively. So, to streamline this, debit cards loaded with funds will be issued, enabling seniors to access their money more conveniently. These cards are intended to help seniors make the most of their benefits. Okay, the debit cards offer several advantages for SSI and SSDI seniors to simplify. They simplify the process of accessing pension and income, allowing seniors to easily pay for groceries, utilities, and other necessities. Disabled seniors in particular will benefit from quick payment options for services and purchases. To claim a debit card, beneficiaries must apply either by calling officials or submitting an online form. Online applicants need to create a My Account, providing personal contact, family, and income details. Accurate documentation must be uploaded to complete the process. Once logged in, applicants can find a link to apply for the debit card. Now, in terms of essential information, applicants must provide details like retirement age and income to validate their information. The IRS prioritizes applications with completed tax returns, which should not be pending. Any due payments must be settled with applicable penalties. Lord, the mouth today. Debit cards will be mailed to the address specified in the application. If the card is not received, beneficiaries should contact IRS authorities for guidance. Again, I'm going to be leaving this down below. It says from January, in terms of payments, something about $2,000 direct payments, direct deposit from December 2023 to January of 2024. holidays impacted by the release of the Social Security payments and debit cards. However, January 24th, 2024 is when the stimulus will be provided to beneficiaries. The IRS will verify income and age information to transfer the $2,000 directly. Applicants must ensure accurate banking information. We already went over all of that. The introduction of these debit cards marks a significant step in making Social Security benefits more accessible and manageable for seniors. At first, I thought it was, but then when you continue on reading and looking at this information, you still expect them to go online and fill. Okay, so unfortunately, in this day and age, technology is constantly evolving. Okay, if you guys have grandparents or older parents, they're just gonna need some help. It's not as simple for them to move as quickly as it is for the rest of us to kind of keep up with the times or keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, in this situation, even though that's not necessarily what it is. Now, this isn't necessarily, this is just news, y'all. We're going to get into a little bit of some tea, okay? Did y'all hear, and I don't even know if I can say this on YouTube, but we're going to try to work our way around it. But we have a, can I say Caucasian? A Caucasian couple accused of using African American adopted kids as SLAVES. I don't want to say it just in case that is not a word that is okay for YouTube purposes. I actually kind of seen this on TikTok, but I didn't. Just looking at the title, I was just like, I'm done. I don't even want to. I don't want to know. I don't want to get into it. But unfortunately, I believe that it's our responsibility, whether people do it or not. I believe that's your responsibility. If you have any type of platform and you can get information out there to help people to become more vigilant, or that could possibly save somebody's life, I do think that we should be obligated to put that information out there. I don't know how much of this is true. Of course, it's an article, and as always, I'm going to leave this article down below as well. I'm literally just going to read from here, try to watch certain words. It says a West Virginia couple allegedly used their African American adopted children as SLAVES, locking them in a barn and forcing them to perform farm labor. This is per Metro News, okay? It gives the name of the people. This is all public information, but Donald Ray Lance, age 63, and Jeanne K. Whitefeather, 62, were initially arrested in October following a wellness check, during which authorities found two of the couple's 5 adopted children, who are African American, locked in a shed on their Sissonville property. Authorities said the shed only had a small porta potty and no running water. A 16-year-old child told authorities that she had been locked in the building for roughly 12 hours and was last given food at around 6 a.m. A 14-year-old boy was found with open sores on his bare feet. Both children were dirty and smelled of body odor, according to the authorities. The teenagers also stated that they were forced to sleep on the concrete floor without a mattress or padding. In court, Whitefeather claimed that the shed was a teenage clubhouse and the children weren't locked inside. However, neighbors also reported that the children were forced to perform farm labor and were not permitted inside the residence, court documents state. The couple's indictment alleges they specifically targeted African American children and forced them to work because of their skin color specifically. Kanawha County Circuit Judge Mary Claire Akers, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Y'all know how I am with these names, said she's never seen an indictment like it in her career. Her statements, it says, it alleges I don't know if we can say this, but that process when people are sold and bought, I don't want to say the word, but human rights violations, the use of forced labor, she said. Human rights violations specific to the fact that these children were targeted because of their race, and they were basically used as SLAVES. From what the indictment alleges, Lance and Whitefeather have pleaded not guilty to several charges, including I'm going to put the word on the screen, of a minor child, use of a minor child in forced labor, and child neglect, creating substantial risk of serious bodily injury or even for them to lose their life. Acres raised their bond from $200,000 to $500,000. I don't think there should have been a bond, but their bond each $500,000 each earlier this month, along with human, again, I'm going to put the word on the screen, and neglect was a serious risk of bodily injuries and or the cost or the risk of them losing their lives. I don't find the bond to be sufficient, she said, of her decision. A trial for the couple is scheduled for September the 9th. Honestly speaking, I'm not an idiot. Okay, I'm very much aware that this kind of stuff is happening a whole heck of a lot more than it gets talked about in the media. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that still see people, my folk, my skin folk, as beneath them, as less, as inferior, and all of those things. This one just so happens to make it in the tabloids. But I think it's ridiculous. I'm glad that the neighbors spoke out, that they gave their account on what they saw, the fact that these children weren't even allowed to come inside of the house. This in general, I mean, this obviously is specific to people of a certain color, but just in general, I find that people a lot of the times, I'm not saying this to be true all the time, but a lot of the times when people are trying to adopt children, I find that there really is no good intentions behind that. They're either doing it for the money or they're doing it for some other reason. Unfortunately, there are just a lot of sick people in this world. But like I said, I thought it was my duty to bring this story out. Y'all let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section. I'm pretty disgusted with this. The fact that people are still living and thinking and moving about in this country in that manner, that they would do something like that to 2 innocent children. No, 5 children, because it was 5. Only 2 of them spoke up, but there were 5 children that they were forcing to do manual labor, barely feeding them. They hadn't bathed. They were sleeping on a concrete floor. And then they go on to say that it was a teen clubhouse. All right, you guys. I hate to leave y'all on a bad note or whatever. I had to bring that to y'all. I hate to leave y'all on a bad note, but I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. I have literally used my whole lunch break to get this video out for you guys. I want to stay true to my word and be more consistent in bringing you guys the content that I know you love to see. Okay? Definitely make sure you smash that like button down below. It definitely helps to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around. Also, don't forget to what's the word? Follow me on other social media platforms. It is live_love_elevate on both TikTok and Instagram. The links for that will also be down below. And as always, you guys, I'm going to remind you, especially given the last piece of information that I read to you guys, always be kind. Remember to live, love, elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Oh, drop some white flowers down below in the comment section, okay? Or some white hearts, whichever one you can find. We need peace, we need clarity, we need upliftment, and I think that dropping some white flowers or some white hearts is a good representation of that. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, definitely drop some white hearts or some white flowers down below. Now remember to live, love, and elevate, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace.